people are struggling with what to figure out as far as their finances go. The job market is tight. How have you guys as an organization and as a business been able to help out people that have really needed the help of financial planning right now?
Well, I think one of the first things that you do is you measure individuals' risk, and you certainly don't take inordinate risk with anybody. So it's all part of working with the individuals based on their own individual needs. Right. We've been pretty blessed from that perspective. The retirees have, which is the ones probably the most effective immediately. They've done pretty well through this. So they've done okay through this. Nobody's done well through this.
but at least they have the opportunity to be helped out along the way, and your services at Dogwood Capital provide that. So I'm sure a lot of people are very fortunate, very lucky to have you guys along the way.
Well,
as well as the Swamp Dogs organization, let's talk a little bit about that partnership. It's been ongoing, as you said, for the past few years, even before the Handelsmans got here in 2004 and took over. Talk a little bit more about that experience that you've had working with the Swamp Dogs, heading out to J.P. Riddle Stadium, and what that experience has been like for you.
Well, it's been wonderful. There's no other way to describe it. When I think back, and you'll certainly ask the players, will be on here in a little while, what they do in the community. Just all of the community involvement that this group is involved in is just incredible, and folks don't realize that. But they give back an awful lot. If you look at all of the charities, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, all the charities that they support, and it's just incredible. And what is wonderful about the players is that they come in and they fit into the community with the host families, and they're active. I mean, they they work with the Little League kids, and you see Little League kids out there every game, and it's so wholesome, and it hat goes off. And here's another thing though that I'll mention as far as the host families are concerned. When you're involved with somebody, you'll be surprised. These kids are very, very well-mannered. They have been helpful in many, many ways.
Sure.
And they just have a very good aura about them, and they show well. They're great to the community.
And they show that with the kids camp opportunities where they can come in and teach nearly 75 to 100 kids. And by the way, kids camp opportunities, there's still 2 dates left, so be sure to sign up your kids for those opportunities, and you can visit GoSwampDogs.com or call the office at 426-5900 for more information. Let's talk about an exciting game coming up this Friday night. It's going to be the annual Salute to America Fireworks Extravaganza night. Dogwood Capital Management has been a sponsor, along with Hendrick Chrysler Jeep this year. You and I had a chance to talk about this the other day.
Yes.
The fireworks show stands out to you more than any other fireworks show that you've been a part of or that you've seen. Why is that?
First of all, I think, Ben, you hit it right on the head when you said Fayetteville is a very patriotic town.
It is.
And we salute the military all the time, and we should. It seems like every game there's some tribute made to the military. We are very much a patriotic town, and they, we do a fireworks show. It's a way that we can give back to the community a little bit. And it's huge. These guys haven't experienced it yet, but there'll be between 5,000 and 6,000 people there, which will be huge. I think last year was 5,100 people.
They had a little less than 5,100 for a record crowd, and it's expected to be even bigger this year.
Yeah, and it will be a very large group. But when I think of 4th of July, I think of fireworks.
Of course.
And I know I teased you a little bit or talked to you a little bit about hot dogs and apple pie. That's about as wholesome as it gets. We'll have a number of folks out there, cooking and just having a good time, picnicking. There'll be a lot of tailgating going on, I'm sure. But it'll be a big event, and it's a big family event, and that's what we want to really let everybody know. Bring your families out, because there's not a better entertainment for the buck, first of all. Secondly, there's not a more wholesome situation than that fireworks show that comes up on the 3rd. We're really excited to sponsor that this year. And
we're glad that you guys are coming along board and helping us once again here for that annual fireworks show. I want to ask you a quick question about that show. I remember you told me that when you heard Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA, and actually a partner of yours is going to be singing that song before the fireworks show begins. What's that experience going to be like for you when you hear that such patriotic music, such a patriotic symbol, and sort of element of the 4th of July in those fireworks.
I'll share an old experience with you.
Please do.
The fireworks show was going on, and I was going up the stairs.
Sure.
And you know, you want to talk about a Kodak moment. You could see the scoreboard and smoke settling around the scoreboard and fireworks going off, and they were playing that song. And I'll tell you, if that doesn't touch your heart and really bring back some patriotic feelings, then you know you're not human. You know, really, that was a great experience, and to see the looks on little kids' faces, you know, and just in awe with the fireworks, and cotton candy in their hand, and a hot dog in the other, and a slushie in the others. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun.
We're running out of time on this segment, but I do want to ask you about another event that the Swamp Dogs and as well that you have teamed up with them as well with the Karen Chandler Trust,
Yes.
and that's the Case for the Cure promotion. Very quickly, tell us a little about that promotion and what people can do to participate in that event.
Well, we're going to have tables out there starting Friday night
Wonderful.
through the rest of the season. And folks will be able to come in and pledge money per strikeout to the Karen Chandler Trust. I need to tell you a little bit about the trust.
Sure.
We've been here since 1999.
Okay.
99, I guess, is when we got started. It's been quite some time, been 10 years
10
now.
years now, yeah.
Unfortunately, my sister died of cancer in 1999, in August of 99. And after her death, we got together and set up a foundation to assist financially the cancer patients throughout the community. And we have been active, very active every year. We do a beach music festival as well as the strikeout promotion that we're doing there. And we raise funds, and 100% of it goes out to cancer patients. We've got a little boy now that his family we're helping right now, that he's up at Duke, and we all want to say a prayer for him. He's 5 years old, and he's quite a fighter. But we have cases upon cases of that we get out and we assist by paying mortgage, rent payments, car insurance, electric bills, those kind of things is what we do.
It's a wonderful organization, and as the Swamp Dogs.
Skip's on our board.
Yes, he is part of the
Yeah,
board of directors
Skip's on
and
the
board of
board of
trustees.
directors.
Well, listen, it was a pleasure to have you
Thank
on.
you very
Thank
much,
you for
Andy.
joining us. We can't
Absolutely.
wait for that fireworks show.
Thanks very much.
That's going to be all here on Inside the Dog Pound on Time Warner Cable. We will see you next week. Thanks so much for listening and for watching.
Who